Hello everyone, how you going? And welcome to Mildly Infuriating, where we can all just be a little ticked off by the end. Now, due to this being mildly infuriating, it has been purposely designed to be that little bit infuriating even to use. Starting off with individually wrapped gummy bears. That is ridiculous. Who designed that? Often, at least those packets come in maybe a small packet of 10 or 15 individually wrapped little things, and we wonder why there's so much plastic in the world because of things like this. Surely that's just not going to get you repeat customers. People aren't going to want to have to sit there and open every single one they want to eat. They just want to be able to dive in, grab a handful. That's always the thing with gummy bears. You grab about 10 at a time and just shove them in. And then you sit there for 15 minutes as you've got a gobstopper in your mouth. That's pretty cheap though, for $2.30. I don't know how they're making a profit on all that plastic. Shows you how much it costs them to make each gummy bear, considering there's probably more money spent on the packaging than on the gummy bears themselves with all that plastic. That is disgraceful packaging. Reality is often disappointing. The teacher's copy versus what they give you. This hits home to everyone, I think. It's always like, please label the purple bit as well. It won't even ask you then to label it. It'll be, oh, please label the yellow bits. I'm sorry, my friend, that you have been hit so hard with this black blotch of a cell. Why is it always the way though? You know, schools and those places generally have pretty decent printers. It must just be the photocopying completely blows it out. And I know that teachers get budgets per term of how much color they can print, so they can't afford to print an entire exam for an entire year on color. But still, sometimes some things just need to be in color, or at least have a bit of detail to them, you know? You're trying to test people on what they know, but they can't even see. You might as well blindfold the kids and then get them to do the test. It's doing the same thing. You can't see what you're testing them for either way, so... This really annoys me. Oh, this is very sad. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. But not that it's a good thing, but it's incredible that no one really knew about it. He was a very private within the whole situation. But I guess what they're talking about here is people using and abusing this. Well, doesn't have to be him, but anyone like this to get, you know, all this extra fame and likes all over different social media platforms. So, and they make these little photos and whatnot and post them up, and I'm sure they do very well. I'm sure they get hundreds of thousands or thousands of likes, retweet, whatever it may be. People can be a little bit too fame hungry. My teacher gave me another statement as a question. Remember that instant messaging and texting are not the same. Okay? Is that a question? Is that a statement? Are you testing me? What do you want me to do? It does say rewatch though. So was there a video that you watched in relation to it? I feel as though we might not be getting the full picture here. However, it does say open-ended question followed by a statement. That would almost be before or after the question, just saying, hey, just remember this is what we're looking for. After the question tells you what they want, and then this directs you exactly what they're after. I wonder if they wrote anything else besides okay, or if they just left it okay. You try and get the word count out. Okay, yes, I remember that instant messaging and texting are not the same. This is due to them being different and from different platforms and through different devices. You just keep fleshing it out, just repeating yourself because you go, I don't know what they want. I think that's every person ever that has had a too open-ended question. Okay, so what? Couch/sofa, $250, Houston, Texas. Slightly used couch, soft grey, no pets. And then there's a cat in the back. Oh no, don't worry, we get the cat off it. It's got cat repellent on it, and we've trained the cat that it's not allowed, and cats definitely listen to those kind of things. At first I was thinking, I was like, slightly used couch, soft grey, no pets. Wait, is this a advertisement for people to sleep on the couch? You know, some places don't allow pets. But no, then I see you're trying to sell it and you're advertising it as no pets. Like if they were selling a car, they'd say, oh, nothing wrong with it. Or motorbike, oh, never dropped. I don't know, a camera, still in factory condition. All of those kind of things, just brand new, never used, just open, still in an original box, and you get it and it's in 5 pieces. I mean, it still does look like a pretty nice lounge, unless you get up a bit closer and there's scratches or claw marks or all this all over it. For $250, I don't know, maybe it's a little steep considering the secondhand furniture market, as far as I know, is often quite low. Maybe if it actually had no pets ever, you might get that. What the? That is incorrect. The correct answer is 40 and 1/4. Your answer was 40.25. Now, there's a big difference here. Now, not to be devil's advocate here, but if they did say somehow to express it in a fractional form, and you displayed it in kind of an integer decimal point form, then you would be wrong, because that's not what they asked for. So I'd love to see the question and see what they asked for, but considering you're posting on here, I'll take your word for it, because there are plenty of examples of this happening. At least considering it says help me solve this down here, it doesn't seem as though this is a test. It seems as though this might just be, I don't know, an online quiz or something. Overall, it shouldn't affect your mark or anything. However, yeah, it's still annoying. This clock I saw at the flea market today. That's just good. Oh, who is this from? Is this a clock at a car dealership or something? You know, like $29.99.99999. This is the same. No, it's not 12, it's $11.99. It's not 3, it's $2.99. Always got to take off the cent, because it has been proven that people do think that when you get rid of the cent, that it's cheaper, because they immediately think of 2 as the main dollar value. I don't even think that's mildly infuriating, really, because it knows, it's self-aware of what it's trying to be. It's on purpose. It's not like they went, what's that number again? What is it? It's close to that 12 number. It's close to 12. We'll just put $11.99 instead. It's all right. And I wouldn't even think it's annoying at all, considering that you already know where the numbers are. You just need the little lines to see where the hands are. Yeah, I don't know. I disagree with this one, but let me know in the comments if this would really annoy you. Spider building a web in front of security camera. Whoa. No way it's that sensitive to just pick up a little spider. It must be literally on the sensor. Like every, 2 minutes it's telling you for the last however long? I mean, the spider's just, once it's set up, it's not just going to keep building. So give it another hour. They take a little while, but not too long to build. And then she'll be sweet. Just turn your phone on to do not disturb overnight. The spider will build its web and you'll be good. Now, whether or not you can see in the morning is a different story, because if it's just a web like that in front of the camera, you're not going to have much of a chance of seeing whatever you might need to see. But surely spiderweb isn't going to be that blocking. But I'm sure the mildly infuriating part is the fact that your phone's going off for every 2 minutes for, how long? Like 2 hours, an hour or something, and it hasn't stopped yet. Okay, which one of you guys put the function key as the most bottom left key of the keyboard instead of control? I mean, that could be a problem. What, they usually put it either here or here, don't they? I mean, but I've had keyboards before that are function keys in the corner. I mean, if you were playing some kind of game and you needed control to be in the corner there, then that would be a bit annoying. You'd have to slide your finger over. But surely you're used to it by now, so you kind of know. Or just change the keybind to function instead of control. And if not, considering I imagine this is your laptop, you'll get used to it over a week or so. I don't know, I'm surprised this one's that high. How have people not experienced this more? My grade on an online quiz. What? 99.9967 out of 100? How is that even possible? Surely that's just 100%. There's no way that is a real mark that can be given. I can only hope that the computer's going, oh no, see, you didn't get this one right. You actually missed, what, a 0.3 of a mark on here, so it's not going to add up, and sorry, you didn't get 100%. You would have been all good, but no, sorry, I'm a computer and I have no emotion, no empathy. I am not rounding your mark, and get good, kid. I definitely feel as though this is something you could argue with your teacher or whatnot, because anyone with common sense can see that that is ridiculously close to 100, really. It's more interesting that can even happen, I reckon. When this happens, what have we got? What is this? I don't know what this app is. Oh, it's snapping to the inside. Oh, that's annoying. Is it because you grabbed it on the outside, so then it's snapping to the inside of the last one? Oh, looking at the top, is it in markup or something? Ah, yeah. No, that would be painful. Maybe you just need to zoom in more, so then you can try and get it off the fine line that it's making. But you've seen to it on the last one, so obviously there's a way to do it. You're just doing something different, unless you just spent 50 minutes trying to get the last one in line as well. Yeah, often it's just about where you've grabbed it from. I don't know if it is in markup, but let's say in Photoshop or other things, it's just wherever you grabbed it from determines where it's going to snap to. So maybe this is user error, or maybe it's just a pain, but there must be a way to do it. Marked as attempted delivery with me and my sister home. Unfortunately, I'm not Sonic, and he drove off. Ooh, nice. That's a hell of an angle you've got there. Okay. Oh, he's coming up. Look at him. Oh, he's already got it in hand. Look at him. Oh, he put it on. Yep. I mean, I tried to deliver it. I knocked on the door as soon as I got here and no one came down. Sorry, I tried to deliver, I'm gone. What would he do if you opened the door right as he's walking away? You just waited, you were peering through the hole, you watched him because you knew the parcel was arriving today, and so you were watching and watching and waiting and waiting, you see him, and then you see him do that, rip open the door. Oi, excuse me, give me my parcel. Do not walk away from me. This is your job. There must be some kind of test when you work for a delivery company. How quick are you at giving up at your job? Well, yes, you lasted 0.5 of a second. You are welcome. You passed the test. Welcome to the ranks. All in all, it's a pretty hopeless business model, really. But people need their stuff, so where else are they going to turn? What, they're going to go and get it themselves? People are too lazy for that. This one Adasic big TV screen. Oh, wow. I wonder what's going on there. Why is the top left one lagging? Because what's going on there, they put 4 TVs together and then designed it as a multi-monitor setup. But I really don't get why there's a lag in one of them. It's so they had to have a splitter, and some kind of piece of technology in that run is just giving a bit more of a delay compared to the other 3. But it's not even slightly. It's quite a massive delay. You can see that lady just went half a second later. It's not as though if you looked at it and it was just kind of slightly after. Full half a second almost slower is what it feels like. Surely that's something that's developed recently, because there's no way that someone could kind of hand over a product like that, or multiple people wouldn't have complained and it would have been fixed. Also, I don't know if this is because you're filming it on your phone, but the color space of it looks different to the rest of them. That one TV looks definitely different. So unless actually if one TV has died and they've put a new TV in that is slightly laggier, doesn't have the same frame response and has different colors, that might explain it. If it just has half a second, a quarter of a second behind the other TVs that are quite quick, that might make sense as to what's going on here. Because I feel as though that's something that could easily happen. People, I just buy a TV, we'll replace it. Oh, we don't have the one that you had in stock. Okay, this is another one. Cool, that'll work. Same size, same thickness. All right, put it up, and I would think you'd expect it to work the same. But yeah, if it doesn't have the same kind of specs, that's what's going to happen. And if you haven't color calibrated it, it's going to be a problem. Feels as though something that might be able to be fixed, depending on if it is a hardware issue or if it is a TV issue and the color space and whatnot. Who knows? It would get on your nerves though. He was fined for speeding when his car was on a tow truck. I've seen this one before actually, so I know what's going on, even though, or maybe I should just claim that I can read it all. Yes, that's definitely what it is. I really hope there's a dispute service, because if this is something that went through and you had a massive pain dealing with, that is just unreal. I get why it's gone through, because the speed camera doesn't know any better, and if that's the photo it's taken, it makes sense that that's what it's done. However, I wonder how it works, because if that truck wasn't carrying anything, it doesn't look as though it would see its license plate or number plate or anything. So a truck's just immune to speed cameras, or are they just not deemed that they were ever going to be going fast enough? No, that would be buses. Buses are the slowest thing in the world. But I've never heard of what happened after this. I think everyone that has seen this post wants a follow-up to know how easy or did you get off from it, because if you didn't, oh man, you are a poor soul. Usual UPS. Whoa, I got swatted and order a new door. What the hell, UPS? I understand how receiving a package in that condition can be upsetting. We can report it in our end to have feedback provided. Message us the UPS tracking number. Nah, tell me how you bend a door. Wow. You know, before I was talking about how quickly you give up on your job. No, these guys, you have to be the Hulk to work for UPS apparently too. I get it, you're carrying boxes and maybe some heavy stuff around all day, but that is next level. There's actually nothing in that box, it's just styrofoam. You thought you ordered a door, but you ordered a replica door which is just made of styrofoam. So it's actually made to be swatted, so you can just easily replace it. The bullies come up, go to open it, whack, and it just disintegrates in front of them and they get really confused. And then do they think it's a trap after that? They go, this person has tried to allow us entry. What's going to happen on the other side? Is this going to be Home Alone or something? No, but it's definitely a good question. How do you bend a door? I wonder if they responded to this afterwards or not. I also love just the blank response. I understand how receiving a package in this condition can be upsetting. Nah, man. Answer the question. I'm more impressed than anything. I mean, you're going to be paying for it because there's no way it came from the factory like that, and I certainly didn't bend it. I'm not the Hulk. I'm impressed that whoever you're hiring are some superheroes. What is this, Men in Black, where they've just got all the aliens working at the post office? No wonder, with the guy that has 5 arms and he's just going crazy behind him, sorting all the mail. They got some strong alien just, it didn't fit through the post box. Received a notification from my iRobot app. Rumor requires your attention. Rumor is stuck near a cliff. Whoa. I mean, he's only a little fella, so maybe that is a cliff to him. Don't judge. If he's afraid of height, that might be a cliff. He might be exaggerating it a little bit, but a cliff's a cliff. Is he talking about the carpet is a cliff? I can't imagine that crashing into the chair leg is considered a cliff, unless he's saying he's near a cliff and he just smashed into it instead. The fact that that's even coded to say that, the fact that, yes, your Roomba is near a cliff, please come and collect it. What is it, 50k up in the Blue Mountains, and you're going, oh yeah, it's near a cliff, thanks, come and get me. How did you get up all the way there? Considering everyone always talks about how they have to charge them all the time, I'm surprised he was able to make it all the way up there. He was determined, little guy, to get all the way up to a cliff. And if he is near a cliff, how are you treating him that would make him want to go to a cliff? No, but I'm sure just a little tap on the side will fix him. However, don't they remember the room? Isn't that their whole thing? Surely he knows that there's not a cliff there and it's just a fluffy carpet. My friends attempt to sell something on Facebook Marketplace. Why is this available? Yes, it is. Don't need it. Me neither. Oh, surely there has to be a time period between this. There's no way someone messaged, hi, is this available? Yeah, it is. Don't need it. Well, me neither. Why do you think it was there? There has to be, I don't know, a day or 2 hours or some kind of time period between those two messages. I cannot believe that someone would put that immediately after asking, is it available? If they have done that, they just must be trolling. There's no way someone would do this. But isn't this just the reality of every online sale ever? Anytime anyone tries to sell something online, there's always these people that just have to come and just be completely weird about it. They come, oh, it doesn't work. Am I able to test it? Well, no, I said it was broken. In the ad, it says broken printer. Oh, but does it work? Oh, I don't want it if it doesn't work then. Well, then read the ad before you even come at me. It's amazing that there's still online trading posts around, because the amount of people that just get bored of it and over dealing with all these people, how do they ever keep up a flow of stuff? Well, whatever it is, hopefully you were able to sell it, and not to this person, obviously. I'll wait, thanks. Disney, subscribe to our streaming service for all of our content. Releases Mulan, also Disney. Money, please. Ah, is it not included? That's interesting. I didn't know this. I only have experience with Netflix, and even then it's very limited. Surely that's the whole thing with streaming services. Generally, I thought that you just pay for unlimited access to the entire library. Is it a brand new release or something too? Because I keep seeing ads for it. However, I haven't seen it in cinemas, so I don't know. Maybe they're doing that. So instead of it being at the movies first, where you would be paying money to go see a ticket, and that's what they're doing here. Instead, they're having a period where it would be usually ticket sales, and they go, okay, if you want to see it now early, you have to go and pay for it, and then in 6 months, 3 months, however long, we'll just release it and then you can stream it, and that's what our thing is. I'm sure there's a reason behind it. You know, Disney are one of the biggest companies in the world, between Star Wars, Marvel, Fox Studios, Disney as Disney, Pixar, all of those. They're massive. So yeah, there has to be some kind of reason behind it. If it is just they know people will buy it because it's a new Disney film, or if there's some other reason, I do not know. Cannot comment. I do not know enough. The way my girlfriend puts away the groceries still in the bag. What? That would be so annoying. And doesn't that take up so much room? That is just peak laziness. I know some lazy people, but I don't think I've ever seen that. They're like, yep, up it goes. And surely if you're that lazy, you have not stacked the bags to where it's like, okay, fridge in this one and cupboard in this one and whatnot. Yeah, I can see it here. Who's storing? I don't know what it is in this middle one, effective, but it looks like it says Doritos on the side here. Who stores Doritos in the fridge? And then there's peanut M&Ms over here, and unless you're living and it's 45 degrees plus outside or inside your house, peanut M&Ms I wouldn't think are generally stored in the fridge. This just can't be a fridge, because now I'm seeing all this stuff down below. Surely it can't be a fridge. It just looked like a fridge at first to me. I'm sure then all this stuff down below is stuff then you have taken out of the bag and put in a rightful place. Because, you know, this gives a whole another meaning to it was right in front of you. Well, yeah, usually if it was right in front of you, you open the fridge door and it's right in front of you, you can see it. But here with the plastic bags, rest in peace the plastic bags. No, actually get out of here, we didn't want you anyway. You don't know what's in what, you gotta look through everything, you can't even find anything, it would take so much longer. Over the lifespan of whatever is in this cupboard and whatever is in the bags, it's gonna take you more time to figure out, oh, where's this thing? No, it's not in this bag, not in this bag, not in this bag, than if it was just out on display. That is some crazy stuff. That's a hell of a gift. Okay, I got some Jim Beam in a nice prison cage, locked up, no one can steal it. Oh wow, it's really bolted in there. What's that, 3 bolts just to get into the prison cell? It can't reach its little arms up and try and undo it. It is in there. You must have undone it because you've already got the spanner or something. You've already had a bit, you cheeky devil. All right, yeah, it's open. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is really making you work for your money / your Jim Beam. That's crazy. Let me see that again. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, cool. I got the 3 of them off. There's not going to be anything under here. And then what, 100 nuts are under there. And different sizes too. Look, I just saw the corners are different ones. So you can't even get 1 spanner and go to town. You have to get 2 different ones. I mean, it's just discouraging drinking. If you have to work for it, you're probably less likely to do it. And so if you put it back in every time, this is a very special occasion one. You really got to get the whole family involved. Okay, everyone, do 1 of the pillars each, take off 10 nuts each, and you'll be good. Then everyone can have some to share. I can't imagine how much this would even cost, considering the whole thing's, you know, locked up. But yeah, if that's something you're into, I'm sure this is a pretty cool novelty gift to give someone. You wouldn't be too mad, even though you might want to have some quickly. So I'm sure you'll survive. I'm sure you'll be alright. And that is why it is only mildly infuriating. And speaking of mildly infuriating, that is going to do it for the top of the month. Thank you for watching. If you did like the video, don't forget to do the YouTube analytical things like liking and commenting on the video down below. Other than that, I've been posting a lot of these, so if you'd like to consider subscribing and checking out some of the other videos I've been posting. And all in all, have a good one and see ya.